So maybe you've started to get your finances in order. You're starting to make some traction. And then all of a sudden you realize, wait, I have these parents. I don't really remember them talking about finances much. They don't seem to be good with finances. I don't hear them talking about retirement, or they are in a bad spot.
Yeah.
And you're like, what do I do? This video is for you. So we're going to jump into that. So the first thing is there is an amount of acceptance that needs to happen on our part. They are adults. They have autonomy, and we have to let them make the decisions that they're going to make. I think the thing for me that is stressful about this, let's say they make bad decisions, and then I see them making bad decisions and I see the effects of those bad decisions. And now I feel obligated to help. And that's going to affect my financial situation. Yeah. I get angry that I've been put in that situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but why do you feel obligated to help?
Because I feel like I will be a bad person if I don't help. And I don't want to be a bad person.
Yeah.
You say that.
I don't feel.
I don't want to like dish out your stuff, but you do things. You've done things for other people, but not financial.
That's right.
Right. But you've done other things that I probably wouldn't have done.
Emotionally or
support being there for people.
Yeah.
So
I guess, yeah. I can see that.
But you don't feel that burden financially.
I do not feel that burden financially.
But
I do emotionally.
So we just need to be aware of it.
Yeah.
And accept like, hey, we can come alongside and help as much as they are willing to accept help. Beyond that, they're adults.
Yeah.
And we have to be okay with the decisions that they make and then choose for ourselves how we want. Do we want to help them? Are we able to help them? How can we help them? Number 2 is we want to have these conversations with them sooner than later. If this is something that you are interested in having a conversation about. If we start having these conversations at 75, there's not too much that can be done at that point. If they're in their 50s, you're in your 30s or something like that, there still are some things that can be done. Before we continue, I do have a plea to make to you, the viewer. We are on a mission to overtake Dave Ramsey, his YouTube subscriber count, which he right now is at an even 4 million.
Yeah.
We've recently had a milestone. As of recording, we're now at 518. So we just have 4 million more to go, and we will overtake him. And believe me, when we do get there, we're going to do something big. If you would please subscribe and help us reach that goal. All right, so number 3, ask, don't tell. We are their children, as the Godfather says.
That's right.
You were stupid.
They changed our diapers. They don't want to take financial advice from us. So we do want to ask. We want to have conversations. We want to maybe get an idea for where they are at if we don't know, and then how do they feel about where they're at. Because if you start the conversation asking and they're like, oh, I'm stressed out about it. Well, now the door is open a little bit. Like they're expressing concern or having questions that they don't have answers to, and then you can help bring solutions. But no parent wants to be told by their child how they're doing things wrong and what they need to be doing differently. It's just not going to go well. It's going to put a strain on their relationship. So let's not make assumptions, and let's try to keep things as light as possible.
Yeah.
This is probably a series of conversations. This is not one big, heavy conversation, and we try to ask and be curious instead of telling. So number 4, understanding the benefits that are available to them. Let's say that they are in the later years, you're not catching this early on, they're in a bad financial spot. One thing that you can do to help is investigate what things they have as far as Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP, local senior aid programs, and really kind of educating yourself on that, because that's a way that you can help without necessarily taking of your finances, and you can help support them by getting the paperwork together, helping them fill out forms, and doing those sorts of things. The number 5, you can help them find someone they trust, because you may not be the person to walk through all of this with them. If you have the conversations, they're open to help, then you could say, hey, could I help you find this financial advisor? Or I have a financial advisor that I trust, or there's this local estate planning attorney that maybe I think you should talk to. And you can help connect them. And that way you're helping them without being the one that's doing it. And it relieves that pressure. Because a lot of times your parents may receive things better from other people, or it'll take that strain off of your relationship and let somebody else say the hard things, you know? And then 6, setting boundaries, emotional boundaries and financial boundaries, deciding what you will and won't do. This all has to do with you, your personality, what resources you have emotionally, what resources you have financially, and how you want to help, and what the dynamics are in the relationships, because every child-parent relationship is different, even within the same family. And so you really need to look at that and say, hey, what's best for me? I do not want you to derail your financial future, helping them because of the poor decisions that they made. It's the whole putting on your safety mask first, your life vest first. In an emergency situation, you want to make sure that you're taking care of your children, your house, And then hopefully if you have extra and you're willing, you're able to help them as well. All right. And then get some support. Don't walk through this alone. Talk through with your siblings if you have it. I highly recommend counseling. Like some of this stuff can be very, very difficult to walk through depending on the situation. If those things are like, oh, this is just, I just want to avoid it. I don't want to look at it. It's just too stressful. The dynamics are too hard. Find somebody to talk to about it. And then of course, we're always here. So subscribe and we'll walk through this together. Leave a comment down below if this is something that you've wrestled with and specifically where you've found wins or where you've found challenges. So thanks for tuning in.